Nowadays, when people think about tourism in East Tennessee, they think about the Smoky Mountain National Park and the tourist hotspots of Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge. Indeed, the area is booming with folks migrating from all over America to enjoy the natural beauty and the countless waterfalls, beautiful crystal clear lakes, and hiking, and the abundance of natural resources. However, back in the early 1800s, people migrated to Tennessee for a completely different reason. People from all over the world flocked here, seeking the Fountain of Youth and the magical cures for all sorts of health problems. That's right. These folks were engaging in the ancient practice of hydrotherapy at the world-famous mineral springs that flowed from within the Appalachian Mountains. Each spring contained different types of minerals that held the power to cure everything from kidney, liver, heart problems to depression and high blood pressure. Now, these mineral springs were located all over East Tennessee, and many hotels sprang up at the site at each spring to support this booming tourist industry. These were lavish resorts that became a playground for wealthy tourists, complete with five-star dining and live music and private cabins, and of course, plenty of bathing and drinking the mineral waters. Nearly all of these springs are long gone now, and the tourist industry has completely vanished. However, there's one spring with a prophetic history that still remains. That's right. And the legend goes that an angel from heaven visited a very sick man in Jefferson County, Tennessee, who was suffering from chronic kidney problems. The angel told the man to go to a special place and dig a very deep well, and there he would find waters that would cure him. Now, many people thought this man was going crazy, yet he listened to the angel, and what happens next is an amazing story. And you can still drink from these same sweet waters today. So, with that, my friends, this is the incredible, true story of Houston's mineral water. Our story begins in 1931 in Jefferson County, Tennessee. A 49-year-old man named Bill Houston has been suffering from long-term kidney problems, and the news has just gotten worse. Bill had seen all the doctors in the area, even those specialists at the University of Tennessee Medical Center. All of the doctors told him the same thing: he was dying. Bill went home and he had all but given up hope. He laid down on what he thought was his deathbed and he called his family in. There, he settled all of his worldly family and business affairs. When Bill went to sleep that night, an angel appeared to him and told him to walk out of his door to a specific spot near his house and mark it with a stick. The angel told him to drill a well that was exactly 252 feet deep. The mysterious stranger assured him that the water from this well would cure him. Now, you have to keep in mind that Bill was a respected businessman of the community. After all, he owned a general store and everyone in this small town knew him personally. However, he woke up the next morning and he immediately hired a crew to start drilling a well in his yard. Folks began to wonder if he was losing his mind. Folks said, "Why in the world is Bill drilling a well in his yard just a few feet from one that he already has?" Yes, sir. Folks thought he was nuts. Anyway, Bill was undeterred, and he hired these men to begin digging the well, and it wasn't long before they hit water at 90 feet deep. The men began packing up their equipment when Bill stopped them and told them, "No, sir," Bill replied. "Keep digging." The crew reluctantly kept digging. Then again, at 160 feet, they hit water again. Yet, Bill insisted that they keep digging to the depth of 252 feet, just like the angel had told him. So, the men kept on digging, and right at the very moment that they reached 252 feet, they reached water for a third time. And this wasn't any ordinary water. As the water rose to the top of the well, it was crystal clear. Everyone who tasted it said it was the sweetest water they had ever had. Bill began drinking huge amounts of this sweet water, and 2 weeks later he went back to his doctor. So all of his doctors gathered around and they were completely stunned. Bill's kidneys were completely healed and he was healthy again. Now, Bill wanted to share this miracle water with everyone who wanted it. So he installed a pump and he began giving the water away for free. Folks came from all over and began drinking the water. And soon, testimonials began pouring in, claiming that the water had cured gallstones and diabetes and eczema, high blood pressure, nervous tension and joint pain, anemia, acne and ulcers, arthritis, and all sorts of other ailments. These sensational claims caught the attention of a drugstore chain named Rexall Drugs. Rexall Drugs offered to buy the well from Bill so they could begin selling these healing waters. Oh heck, I ain't letting no high-dollar corporation get rich off of my water, Bill thought. So Bill began bottling and selling the water himself at the bargain price of 25 cents a gallon. He began advertising the water as healing waters in newspapers and magazines. Bill was shipping this water all over the United States. This caught the attention of the United States government. They stepped in and accused Bill of violating medicine laws, and soon the mail-order bottling and shipping ceased. Now, the only way that people could get this water was to visit the well in person. And rest assured, they kept coming to the well. By the 1970s, the well had passed down to Bill's grandson, who updated the facilities and plumbing system and established Houston's mineral water. Folks brought every conceivable container to stock up on this water. And fast forward till today, over 60 years later, Houston Mineral Water is still in business. It's thought that this is the only state-regulated business in the state of Tennessee that operates on the honor system. That's right. Bring your own jugs to this self-service well and fill them up for 50 cents a gallon on the honor system. Heck, scientists have tested this water many times over the years, and they found that it contains a very unique combination of fluorine and calcium and magnesium, potassium and silica and zinc. It's this unique combination that gives it the sweet taste. While I was filming this film, I met several people who stopped in to fill up their water containers. One man told me he's been drinking the water his entire life, and he's never had a cavity. One lady told me the water had cured her kidney stones. And another lady told me it's the only water she'll use in her fish aquarium, and that her fish live longer than they're supposed to. Some folks even filled up hundreds of gallons of this water each visit. So, the next time you find yourself in the small community of New Market in Jefferson County, Tennessee, pull off of Highway 11 East and look for the Houston's Mineral Water sign. There's a water fountain there, and you can drink the water for free, and a filling station where you can fill up as much water as you like for 50 cents a gallon. So, my friends, that's the story of Houston's Mineral Water. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, you remember Bill, the man who dug the well? Well, his kidneys were, in fact, healed, and he remained healthy for the rest of his life for the next 22 years. Now, he did eventually die, but that was only after accidentally hitting himself in the head with a crowbar while he was trying to dig up a tree stump in his yard. Thank you for watching this video and your support of the preservation of Appalachian history. You can support this channel by going to the AppalachianStoryteller.com. There you'll find Appalachian-made candles, 100% locally produced, right here in East Tennessee. Thanks for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, I hope you'll consider subscribing to this channel, where I share all sorts of Appalachian history and storytelling. Till next time, my friends.